everyone. This is TJ Deal. I lead the corporate development practice for Charles Aris. And for those of you who don't know, we're an executive search firm that specializes in corporate development and strategy recruiting, in large part for private equity portfolio companies. Okay, so since the inception of this practice, it's been almost exclusively placing heads of corporate development at private equity portfolio companies. We will do public company corp dev roles from time to time, and we'll also help individuals that we place build out their teams, right? Director roles, manager roles. But for the most part, the heavy focus has been on head of corporate development roles for private equity-backed businesses. That's our calling card. And while that's still the case and will continue to be, we have seen the emergence of a role that is now making up a larger and larger part of this practice. And that is business development roles for private equity firms themselves. So think individuals who work at the sponsor level that are focused on going out and finding deals. And while this is far from a new concept, as certain firms have been going out and hiring these kinds of folks for the better part of a decade, if not more, what is novel is the major increase in the amount of private equity firms that are now going out and prioritizing this kind of hire and that have never had the position before. To give you all a little bit of context, in 2020, we did one of these roles. Since then, we've gone from one a year to one a quarter to now we are kicking off one, if not multiple of these searches every month. And even though, as I mentioned, it's not a new concept, it is a bit of a black box. Different firms hire different types of candidates, doing it in different ways, utilizing these folks in different capacities. And so, the question that we often get is, what are the different types of profiles that we should be considering for these kinds of roles? And, our answer is really, we've seen 4 profiles that our clients will consider for private equity firm level business development roles. I'm going to quickly run through the 4. So the first profile we call private equity firm business development. This is somebody who is currently working for a private equity firm doing business development. Basically, somebody who's doing this for another private equity firm, right? With someone like this, you're getting a track record of driving origination at a private equity sponsor and pitching deals to an IC, right? The question with that profile really is how applicable is the way that that firm positions this role versus the way that you want to, right? The second path is the BuySide Broker, right? This is somebody who's probably at a relatively senior level at a buy-side brokerage firm. This person, of course, is going to have the hunter's mentality, right? They're used to picking up the phone, making calls, reaching out to targets on behalf of a private equity firm, often. The question with that profile is, are they going to have the skill set and academy training to be able to take a deal and a target far enough down the line to really add value to the deal team, right? Third profile, corporate development, right? This is somebody who's in a corp dev role, likely a sourcing-focused corp dev role. They've probably got prior investment banking experience, and they're currently doing this at likely a private equity portfolio company, right? Leading M&A for a private equity portfolio company. They won't have the reps of a buy-side broker, right? But what they will bring is generally more of a broader deal toolkit, right? The last path is what we call XIB, now in sales. And it's exactly what it sounds like. This is somebody who started their career in investment banking as opposed to going private equity or staying in banking or going into corp dev. They love the sort of sales side of the job and actually make the move to sales, generally kind of SMB sales. And what you're getting with that profile is they've got the academy training of investment banking, right? They understand M&A, and they've got the hunter's mentality, right? The challenge with that profile is sometimes going to be, they haven't been sourcing deals in that kind of capacity, right? They've been going out trying to win accounts, but a little bit different than going out and sourcing acquisitions. And so those are the 4 profiles we typically see. The next question we typically get is, which is the right one to start with? And it just depends, right? The questions you have to ask yourself are, is this person going after add-ons or platform deals? How far do we want this person to carry the transaction? What's the rest of the team look like? How many portfolio companies or industries is this person working across? How much can we pay this person? Will they have carry? What types of owners will this person be liaising with? All of this is going to come into consideration, and depending on the answer, could lead you down any one of these 4 paths. All right, everyone. That's all I got for now. Thanks for listening, and until next time.